Yo, what's good, everybody? Getting the stream out everywhere. I forgot to send it to one spot. I'm getting that fixed right now. We're getting it over to pump.fun. But do me a favor, guys, if you're early to the stream, repost, say what's up, hit the comments. We're about to get into it here. I finally got this pump stream live. We should see everything over there in just a second. We are doing some crypto and some poker today. And let me try this pump stream one more time here. All right, save changes. Let's see if we get it out the pump here now. Oh, pump might miss out on this stream today. Well, sorry, pump. I'm gonna try to get you on the stream real quick. Sorry, guys, we're having some technical difficulties here getting this started. Let me remove it. I'm going to remove pump from the stream. Now I'm going to add pump to the stream. I'm going to try at least. All right. Added pump to the stream. Now let's see if we're streaming on pump. We're streaming on pump, baby. There we go. All right, cool, guys. Welcome to the stream. Repost the stream. Say what's up. I got 2 intro songs for us. We're going to get into it. We got some crypto and poker coming today, baby. I'm hyped. Let me get my screen up here.
Yeah, man. The odds always been stacked against me. You know, it's never been nothing, though. There's been times where I felt like I didn't have nowhere to go, but I've always had a strong network, strong people around me, my friends, my family. They've always helped me do that. You know, there were times where I might have stayed on my homie's the Bogle's couch for weeks. My homie Casey, I got his door kicked in, selling out of his house. Shit, man. You know, I remember being on the bus, driving past those lots and seeing those luxury cars like, man, one day I'm going to afford those. And people looked at me like I was crazy. But I want to say thank you because my haters have given me just as much inspiration as my support. So I love all you all equally. You guys keep hustling hard. I'll see you at the top. Check it.
Pass me the scale, I need that shit weighing right. Connect's been on the road driving all night. I remember being on the block under that porch slice, thinking I'll do whatever it takes to better my life. Being broke did something to my spirit. No matter what I got, they claim they couldn't hear it. Look at me now, driving German engineering. I'm drunk, grab the tether, there's no way I should be steering. Damn, Graham, we used to grab them peas, hit the block, break it down and straight serve them fiends. All right, Mike, prep the steel, get on the bike. We was only 14, but we was about that life. All the stupid shit we did, I can't believe nobody died. It's D-block, bitch, but the money long as the alphabet. Cross me and I'll cross you off this real, please do not forget them other cats is counterfeit. We don't have an ounce of it, never learned how to quit this life. Sold a lot of shit, started off with some bricks, graduated to some keys. How do you think I learned business? I ain't got no degrees. See me in a suit, getting loot, but I was blowing trees. Don't want to, but I'll shoot. You won't put my fingers, don't freeze. We ain't no go harder than me. I get a pumping like an artery. The game is only for starters, G. On the bench where you should be a baller and a player, but you'll never see me hoop. But you know what I say it if you ever see me shoot. No matter how you compute, the odds are in my favor. I can bring death or I can be your savior. In St. Louis City, dog, it's like that if you stay here. If you ain't really stay clear, cause normal brews do not adhere. Friday and we drinking beer. 10 o'clock on the block. Hours later, so some rockets back to the party spot. Start the conference, smoking about a million dollars. All I got, the city's top of the game at night. My PO is 5 years, not a day lower. Nigga, what? Told that bitch holler at me when she's sober. I'm a felon, that's what's up. You think I ain't got that lower from you wrong? Got the clock, drop the head off your shoulders. Boom! Might have thought around and drop an album. You know, just listen to it. Just one now.
Just one, baby. But man, we got one more intro song. We got a day of some crypto and poker coming. Repost the stream. Tag a friend in the comments, man. We're gonna have a fun episode. We got some good topics, some good games going. Let's get to it, baby.
Buying every dip and we pumping up the chart. Click and let it rip. Yeah, the candles, they be ours. We ride it to the moon, yeah, we lighten up the dark. You gotta take a chance if you're gonna leave your mark. We buying every dip and we pumping up the chart. Click and let it rip, them candles, they be ours. We ride it to the moon, yeah, we lighten up the dark. You gotta take a chance if you're gonna leave your mark. It's trade talk, homie, market makers who need. We stay locked in cause we steady making cheese. It's going up daily, to making it a breeze. You just gotta click the button, overthinking makes you freeze. There's rules to this game, the pressure runs deep. Been around so long, I can tell you in my sleep. One, you gotta know who to trust. Who's always losing, who's coming in clutch. Two, you gotta know when to move. If you side like on a pump, that's another way you lose. Three, it's culture over everything. If something feels dope, it don't matter what nobody thinks. We buying every dip and we pumping up the chart. Click and let it rip, yeah, the candles, they be ours. We ride it to the moon, yeah, we lighten up the dark. You gotta take a chance if you're gonna leave your mark. We buying every dip and we pumping up the chart. Click and let it rip, them candles, they be ours. We ride it to the moon, yeah, we lighten up the dark. You gotta take a chance if you're gonna leave your mark. It's trade talk, homie, market makers who we need. We stay locked in cause we steady making cheese. If it's going up daily, to make it a breeze. Just gotta click the button, overthink it, makes you freeze. I'm laughing to the bank while I'm laughing at some memes. Came in with the gold, Millie was the dream. This was going to a Billy, it ain't ever losing steam. About to go full court, put my trust in the team. Run it up, staying up late, eyes glued in the screen. About to hit 100x, trading margin like a fiend. Long on red, short on green, real ones know just what I mean. Leave emotions out, bruh, profits over everything. Buying every dip and we pumping up the chart. Click and let it rip, yeah, the candles, they be ours. We ride it to the moon, yeah, we lighten up the dark. You gotta take a chance if you're gonna leave your mark. We buying every dip and we pumping up the chart. Click and let it rip, them candles, they be ours. We ride it to the moon, yeah, we lighten up the dark. You gotta take a chance if you're gonna leave your mark.
Let's go, baby. This one was for all my traders, my deacons, and my Web3 hustlers. I'll see you at the top of the charts. Let's run it up. Peace out, everybody.
Let's run it up, baby. Here we go. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. My name is Andrew Sales, aka Dope Sales. This is where we talk crypto and play some poker while we do it. So I got a little tournament going in the background that I'm going to share to the screen here. I'm playing on CoinPoker. It's my decentralized poker room of choice. It's where you see me playing at on all these streams here, man. There's 3 reasons, right there, Web3 person, you want to be playing on CoinPoker. The first reason is that they have 150% deposit bonus right now. So you put in 1,000, they put 2,500 in your account. Now you can't just automatically withdraw it. You got to play through a little bit, all that good stuff. But it's free money. I like to take advantage of free money. Now, the second reason I like CoinPoker is their rake back. They have their coin called Chip. They're a decentralized room. They have their poker, their crypto coin. When you pay your rake, you pay 50% of it in Chip. And then every Monday, you get back 33% of the total amount you paid in rake and Chip deposited to your account. I got a fat deposit today, so it's more free money, right? They're giving you your rake. They're giving you your rake back. There's always a cost to play poker somewhere, right? So that's reason number 3. Number 2, reason number 3 is they're decentralized, man. They check that box for me because I can send all my favorite cryptocurrencies over there: Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, USDT. I typically recommend USDT on Polygon because it's going to be the cheapest with the fees. So that's where you're gonna make out well with that. Now the other thing to note too is they had a big announcement recently, and they now they allow credit and debit card deposits, so you can deposit with your bank card. I think that's pretty cool. So I like that. And it's just a great place to play, man. The games are great. They got buy-ins of all levels, great tournaments, great cash games. There's so much opportunity in Web3, particularly on this poker site. So get over there and check them out, man. If you're following from YouTube, LinkedIn, you can find the link in the description of this video or any other videos I've put up. playing recently. And then if you're on Pump, you can find it as the website listed in for the token. And if you're on X, you can check my bio, and you will you'll see in the bio. I got my link to pump.fund. So guys, get over there, create an account. Let me know when you get on the table so we can play a little bit together, or you can come on stream and play too. That'd be fun. Also, guys, real quick, if you're tuning in from Pump or tuning in from somewhere else, get over to Pump, grab yourself a bag of dope. Dope is the token associated with this stream. Be dope, buy dope, sell dope for profits. That's what I tell everybody, right? So the way I explain the dope token and how it works with this stream is it's your subscription for the stream. If you like the stream and you want to support it, grab yourself a bag of dope. It's like Netflix, right? You pay X amount of dollars for Netflix every month. Well, if you like the dope sales stream, go ahead and grab yourself a bag of dope, whatever you decide the value is to you, right? It could be $1, it could be $100, it could be $1,000, whatever the value is to you. But grab yourself a bag of dope and support the stream. If you don't like the stream, sell your bag of dope for whatever reason. You don't like the stream, and get rid of your bag of dope. Get some of your money back. It's not like with Netflix, when you're done with it, you can get your money back. Or maybe the better scenario is one day you look down at your bag of dope and it's worth a lot more than what you paid for it. And I want you to sell it, right? I want you to sell your dope for some profits and then buy some more dope later, right? After you've taken your profits and stuff. So I'm bullish on CoinPoker. I'm bullish on buying and selling dope. So get you guys a bag of dope, man. This is in the description for everything too. But I'm going to have some homies strolling in here. I'm going to get this poker screen up so you guys can tune into the poker with me. I'm going to fire up a little blunt, play some poker, and we'll get into it here, man. And here we go. Okay. Got to get this share up here. I'm going to mute for just a second and get this blunt rolled up, and I'll be right back, guys. I'm low stack over here, baby. I gotta get something cracking. Probably by this next time around, so I gotta find a chance to get it in. Let me give you guys an update on where we're at in this tournament, just so you guys know. I'm gonna move down a tiny bit. So there's 77 players left. I'm 69th right on time and 34 places paid. So I'm gonna have to get a double up right here soon. How we doing on the blind side here? I probably got one more time around the table before I really got to stick it in. Really, 2 double ups puts me in an amazing position right now. Sitting with 32 big blinds. But don't get discouraged when you get low stack in a tournament. It's a game of patience. We got BAC from Get P joining the
Get P.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
I just did a consulting session of a partner of Get P. He bought 1%. He said, how do I launch a token on Pump Fund? Gave him all the tips and education that he needs to launch. So that's what you get when you own 1% of Get P. And not only that, I'm going to buy his token. I'm going to promote him. And so it's cheap to get 1% of Get P right now, $150. It's going well. Building it up with just diamond handers. So hope you're doing well today, Andrew. Love the AMA with the Deep project. That sounds really good. I'm bullish on base, and especially if they're launching a token. I think that's kind of, they were lacking in that from the get-go. That's why I was like, I wasn't really bullish on base without the token, but they definitely front run the door for the normies with Coinbase being that, like, and now like they're going to be making it soon where you don't even have to leave Coinbase. So you could probably, launch a token. The token gets listed on Coinbase. That's super bullish. But, they got a lot of catching up to do too with Pump though, because yeah, man, I've just been watching like the streams, and people are making like 90K in 3 days on creator rewards. So the streams on Pump are definitely like picking up better. Yeah, I'm gonna start streaming this now. But good to be here and supporting you.
I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna give the homies about another 5 minutes to show up, and then we'll throw out some topics and start chatting some crypto.
Sweet. All right, bro. We're live on Get PTV. Shout out Andrew and Clutch.
What's up, Get PTV? Get some P. We're gonna get to the crypto topics here about 4 minutes. Just giving the homies a little chance to get in. There we go with this Queen 7. I don't know if I'm playing something better. Oh, I didn't like that call.
Yeah, bro, I'll just be working here.
Sounds good, huh? Probably need a bunch of 7s here. Wow, re-raise. Well, triple up would be huge, not gonna lie. Queen's live. Oh, hit the jack. Great. Wow. Got lucky triple up there, guys. Sometimes it's all about timing, baby. Sometimes it's just about being retarded and throwing it in with Queen 7 suited. I err on the side of retardation.
The more retarded you are in the space, the more money you make, right? Right, Clutch? Just ape. Don't ask questions. Don't do any research. Just ape. Ask questions later.
That's what they say. That's how I make it, though. I think they say that because of me. That was a quadruple up there, baby. There's those 5 big blinds. A little more than 5, I guess, but. All right, so 60 players left, 34 paid. I'm at 46. Almost a straight plus on this thing. Gotta get only about like 4 minutes to get here. So he gets my feeling on the combo. Let me finish my blunt so we can start talking. Oh. This king got brutalized there. Or he got brutalized. Call behind. That guy probably already left. Dude, this dude's seriously gonna wind up the entire time. Dude didn't even want to try to hit the miracle comeback. We'll talk some crypto after this hand though. do it. Oh, he called me. Yeah, good call with ace for sure. But that's all for that tournament, guys. I'm gonna find a yeah, because yesterday when the tournament actually paid me. I gotta find a cascade to play while we talk some crypto here.
It's a good time to shill CoinPoker, Andrew.
Oh, I already sold at the beginning.
Okay, but the people on GetP TV didn't see.
Oh, for sure. Well, yeah, I'll give a quick rundown of CoinPoker for the PTV crew. So yeah, CoinPoker is where I'm playing at right now. 1 sec. Okay, I had to answer a message real quick. So, man, I got several reasons why I really like playing there. The first one is they got 150% deposit bonus, right? So you put 1,000 in, they put 2,500 in your account, and you got to play through it, but it's still some free money, right? So I take advantage of free money whenever I can. The second reason I like it is it's decentralized, right? So you can deposit all your favorite major cryptos of choice: Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin. I generally prefer USDT on Polygon because it's the cheapest with fees and all that good stuff. So that's what I usually pick. But they did make a major announcement last week that now you can use bank cards too. So your credit or debit card you can use, right? If you're not a crypto native and you just want to check it out, that's cool. You can get on that way. And the third reason I like it is they, like I say, they're decentralized. They have their own token called CHIP, which is used in Rakeback. You're going to want to grab CHIP on Polygon on the decentralized exchange. But the CHIP token is used for Rakeback. When you pay your rake, you pay 50% of it in CHIP. And every Monday, you get 33% of the total amount you paid in the CHIP back deposited into your account. I just got a bunch of CHIP deposited this morning, so it's always nice to get some free money back. I love it, man. So that's CoinPoker, man. If you're following from X, it's in my bio on the pin post. You can create an account with the link there. And it's actually listed as my website on X. If you're following from Pump, on my page on Dope Sales, it's actually the link for the website is where you can sign up. And if you're following from YouTube, LinkedIn, it's in the description of this episode and the previous episodes of me playing there. So go check it out, guys. Create an account. If you ever want to come on stream and play, let me know. We'll do it, baby. So yeah, guys, let me. I'm going to throw out these topics. After I throw out these topics, I'm going to find a little Omaha game to get in and play a little more poker while we talk about these topics and stuff. But let me grab my notes up here. So the first topic actually isn't necessarily crypto related, but markets are always related. Tesla is pumping big. I don't know if you guys caught it or not, but Tesla has a nice pump going. And what makes it particularly interesting is Elon just blasted $1 billion at it. So he's doing some base stuff and buying his own project, his own business, and pumping it up. Generally, when you see CEOs and founders looking for exit liquidities, he's saying, hey, we're going higher, baby, and I'm buying more. So does this make you guys bullish on markets in general? The success we're seeing from Tesla right now in the tech market. So we'll talk about that a bit with our check-in question with everybody. The next thing is major institutions, MicroStrategy, et cetera, they now own 12% of the total Bitcoin supply. How do you guys think this is going to impact Bitcoin's future? Talk about that a bit. Next thing is Monero, probably my favorite privacy coin, but Monero just had to do a reorg after 18 blocks, so it's showing some vulnerability. Wondering what you guys think about that. Do we need better privacy options when it comes to crypto? Maybe it's something we got to talk about. Then finally, Tether is launching USAT, an American stablecoin. What do you guys think about this? So we'll talk about that. But let me check in with everybody real quick. While I check in, I'm gonna find a poker table to go play some Omaha on. And also, guys, if you're following from Pump, if you're not following from Pump, get over there and check out the stream on Pump. Dope token is how you support this stream. Grab yourself a bag of dope. Be dope, buy dope, sell dope for profits. That's the game plan, right? If you enjoy the stream, it's your subscription to the stream. Grab yourself a bag of dope, the same way you'd have a Netflix subscription, right? And then if for whatever reason you say, hey, I don't like the stream anymore, well, sell your bag of dope, right? Usually with Netflix, though, when you're like, oh, I want to cancel my stream, well, you're out all that money that you pay for your subscription. Well, with your dope subscription, you can sell it whenever you're ready. And your subscription can be the price that you put on the stream, right? It can be $1. It can be $100. It can be $1,000. You can fire 10,000 if you want. But, fire whatever you want. And then what I'm going to say, too, the best case scenario is you look down at your wallet one day, you look at your bag of dope one day, and it's worth a bunch more money than what you bought it for. I want you to sell some dope for profits. Sell your dope for profits. And then wait, right? Come back and buy some more dope and do it again. That's what I want you guys to do with dope. So if you're on Pump, grab yourself a little bag of dope, big bag of dope for real. And if you're following from YouTube, LinkedIn, X, go over to Pump and grab yourself a bag of dope. The contract address for dope is in the description of this episode across all platforms, and you can find it in the bio on my post. But let's throw over to EAC, man. What do you think about this Tesla pump and then Elon top blasting $1 billion? You think it's bullish for all markets?
Yeah, bro. Like I do. I think that people definitely faded the guy when he was buying this. Well, we're on X right now, the platform. We all go there. I was just like using the Grok Imagine, like, and making a bunch of videos super easy. So they faded him at the time that he was gonna go broke buying Twitter for way more than it was worth. And I think that he did buy it for more than it was worth, but he still is turning it around and making it even better. And I'm glad the guy bought it. So I'm bullish on the guy. And yeah, like, how can you not be bullish on someone who's buying into their own project? You know what I mean? Like, that's true confidence. When people like sell your project or sell their own project, that's when you're like, do you really believe in this? Why are you selling? But I wanted to touch base on that because it's kind of like pumps really changed the game, because creator rewards come in from people buying, right? But selling creates buying opportunities for people that want to get in on better entries. So like exactly what you just saying, like before creators kind of had to sell their own token to kind of make profits, and now Pump's saying don't sell your token. We're paying you creator fees for when people buy and sell your, but you don't get it for selling, but when people sell, it creates buy opportunities. So it's just like, you don't ever have to sell your token. I think that it's really made it so much better, bro. Yeah.
That's a good point with Pump, and it's always bullish to see a founder buying, right? Regardless of what it is. And I think with Elon buying in particular, it's just like, yeah, he probably feels some strength in the economy, right? If he's going to fire $1 billion, I don't think Elon is in the business of just blowing $1 billion for the clout.
Well, I don't think Elon wakes up in the morning and be like, you know what? I'm the richest guy in the world and that's enough. No, like he's like, I'm going to colonize Mars. I'm going to build robots. Like there's no, I've done enough. And definitely, like, how can you not be bullish on the guy?
Hard not to, man. He's consistently successful at a very large scale. So I gotta stay bullish on Elon for that reason, So yeah, man, I like it. Let's check in with everybody else real quick. Then we'll get to some other questions, and we'll obviously open up the floor for discussion. What's good, Hermit? How you doing, Maine? And what do you think about this Tesla pump and Elon top blasting?
Hey everybody. Good on Elon, I guess. I mean, It's good that he's buying his own company. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay, good. Yeah, no, I mean, again, it's like anybody who's investing in a company wants their founder / CEO bullish on their own company. And it's like if you find somebody who's constantly selling their own stock, and I mean, I guess if they're like, that's what they're getting paid in. I know like Bezos probably, I think, gets paid in Amazon stock options or something to that effect. So I get the point of having to something in terms of just like it needing to be over, like, hey, I need to sell stock so I can pay my own bills or whatever. But it's like if you're buying your own, that's pretty bullish. And as for the rest of the stock market, like, I don't, it's one of those deals. Like if it's, the rest of the stock market is just like taking off because Elon bought more Tesla, I don't. It's not like company Tesla in some fashion, unless they're free. It's stock, like not bullish on the entire.
Oh, Herman, I think we lost you.
That's all I got for right now, I guess.
Oh yeah, okay. I thought we lost you for a second.
Still here. I just stopped talking. No, I just stopped talking. I didn't have much else to say. Like I was just like, yeah, it's bullish to an extent, but not like, I don't know.
No, I feel you, right? Just because Tesla's bullish doesn't mean everything's bullish.
I mean, if you're buying Bitcoin or something, yeah, you're generally bullish on crypto in general. But it's like if just because Bitcoin goes up doesn't mean like every other coin goes up. It's just that has a tendency to be the case. Like, if Bitcoin starts going up, a lot of other things start going up. It's like if Bitcoin starts going down, a lot of other things go down, and then they go, well, these other coins are going up, but Bitcoin's going down. Well, that's because people took their Bitcoin profits and rotated it to something else. So like that's how I've looked at it. That's how I've learned in terms of like looking at the market in that regard. So yeah, like I just don't see everything going up because Tesla went up. Like maybe the overall market cap of the NASDAQ or whatever, S&P, whatever the Tesla's in, yeah, it probably went up, but not because everything else went up. It just Tesla went up. So I don't know. I'm speaking gibberish at this point.
No, I get what you're saying. Just because it's Tesla doesn't mean you're going to get the spillover to everything else.
I mean, maybe like companies that are tied in with Tesla in some fashion would go up. That would make sense. But yeah, if they're not, then no. So maybe look for secondary companies that are tied in. If you want, you're like, I'm not going to buy Tesla, but I'll buy, J&M machining because they do all the they make all the parts for a Tesla or something like that.
Yeah, that's actually
and
a good
that was
observation.
just a made up company.
I didn't consider that. I mean, I don't trade stocks, though, right? So like, I didn't think about that type of impact, but that's a great observation. Good to hear from you, Herman. I want to check in with Poker Dev real quick. Poker, man, what's good, homie? How you doing? And what do you think about this Tesla pump and Elon top blasting?
What's up, y'all? Happy Monday. I think it's very, very bullish, man. I think it just shows Elon's own sentiment. Obviously we know Tesla's here for the long term, but it provides a little of an increased market sentiment for the current holders. Maybe he's hoping for these rate cuts around the corner as well. We'll see. Hopefully, if that happens, a lot of money flow into stocks and then flow into crypto. So. I don't know. I think it's a smart move. It seems like a lot of these big names are buying at the top, and it seems to be so far a pretty successful strategy. it provides a lot of marketing and really increases the overall market sentiment. I think like mentioned earlier, though, just because Tesla's bullish doesn't mean the market's bullish. But I do think having that little extra push is always great if you have the opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. I like it, man. Good intro takes, man. Let's talk about some actual crypto now. Something I know a bit more about. So, 12% of the total Bitcoin supply is now held by major institutions, MicroStrategy, and probably like a few other ones, probably governments and stuff like that too, wrapped up into it. But how do you guys think this is gonna impact the future of Bitcoin? Open floor for everyone to take it first.
I'll say something about it. I think a lot of people got into crypto in general, at least traders did, because they liked the volatility of crypto. Like they had big swings either direction, so it made good for trading, like leverage trading and all that other stuff. Once, like, now that the institutions, you're already starting to see it. Now that institutions are in and holding that much, like at least just with Bitcoin, it's not going to be as volatile as it once was. And so, and we're all, like I said, we're already starting to see it. I mean, and yeah, we do still see like massive drop-offs, but that's just because, I don't think the liquidity is necessarily all there. Like, we were talking about liquidity pools and all that stuff. It's like, it might say, this is worth, has a $1 trillion market cap, but in terms of available liquidity, it's, let's just say 100 billion, 200 billion or something like that. So obviously that would have an effect. And it's still volatile enough, but yeah, volatility is going to go way down once institutions and all that get more and more supply of any coin that you want. So like, if you just want to not have the volatility, then it's great. But if you like the volatility or whatever, then it's not so good.
Yeah, that's a good point that I don't think is talked about enough, is that as more institutions accumulate more supply, the volatility is going to drop consistently, because like MicroStrategy buys it and it's not moving, right? So like those tokens aren't gonna get dumped. El Salvador isn't showing any signs of dumping their tokens, and so like, yeah, that's gonna and then I think then your only argument against Bitcoin, well, they say Bitcoin can never be a world currency because it's too volatile. And like, yeah, man, of course it's volatile. Like it's just in its infancy still. But like, as more of these institutions, once we get imagine like 20% of the supply held amongst institutions and countries that just flat out aren't selling it. Like that's gonna be pretty huge, I think.
Yeah, I would add to that, like, it wouldn't feel the same as like a fiat dollar if it did replace it, because fiat dollar is mintable and Bitcoin isn't. Like, yeah, you can mine it, but there's halvings, and then you won't be able to mine it forever. So it's like there's going to be a supply shock. So it's I think it's not going to be volatile, like ups and downs. It's just but it'll be supply shock, where it just steady ticks up, and it ticks up more than fiat dollars in your bank account, like it already does now over a longer period of time, even though it's volatile. If you held Bitcoin for 10 years, you're doing way better than if you held fiat in the bank for 10 years. So, and that trend won't stop, even though it might be a slower tick up, but that's kind of if it's a slower tick up with no ticks down, that's still something that I want to hold.
Well, yeah, and it's all relative, and we got to remember how the real world operates compared to the crypto world. In crypto, if you're doing 30 to 50% per year, it's like, well, what are you doing here? You're wasting your time. But if you're in like the real trading world and you're doing 30 to 50% per year, you're crushing it. So if you can passively buy Bitcoin and expect to do 30% per year, year over year for the next 10 to 20 years, that's crushing it if you're your average investor. So like it does create a whole new dynamic of what can happen. So yeah, I think that's a really great point, EAC.
And one thing I saw on Phantom, I don't know if you saw it too, but that you can pretty much like they have tokens that are stocks that you can trade. So I kind of just closed it because I'm like, yeah, I'm not really buying that stuff, but it kind of leads to the future of a 24/7 stock market.
Yep, and I mean that's a combo too that we need to have in general. But like, think about a 24/7 stock market. What does that do to crypto? Because a lot of the appeal of crypto is that it's a 24/7 space.
I think it should be because it's definitely just like crypto, stocks are bought and sold on the news, and news happens 24 hours, 7 days a week. So when news happens on the weekend, everyone's just like waiting for the stock market to open. And I think, like, I'm not an expert, but it'd be more volatile of the rushing in to buy or sell that news rather than it just happening live when it happens. And also as a trader, or you just want to see it more live. I think you don't want those. For me, I don't trade stocks, but if I did, well, I guess I don't know. I guess they need time off or whatever, but I think that 24/7 makes more sense.
I agree. I agree
Go ahead,
100%. But I think, as we see this percentage of institutionalized holdings gain, I think the price of Bitcoin will stop necessarily behaving like a decentralized cryptocurrency, and probably start, mirroring or reflecting that of, these macro assets that are out there in the stock market. Truly, I don't know if they are going to have so much control of Bitcoin. I think it's going to stop behaving as, volatile for sure.
Yeah, I think the volatility is the one thing that it never really gets talked about, and it's a good point. No, I think the other point though that we haven't brought up is that if this many institutions, or if institutions own this much of supply, they can, and then they get control over the nodes, which with that much supply you can do, they can do at Bitcoin what they see in their best interest, which could be increasing the supply of Bitcoin, forking the chain for multiple reasons to make something quantum resistant. They might have a pitch that we have to fork it in case Satoshi ever comes back. There's a lot of reasons they could do it. So I think the other thing to be cautious of, and you can't even really be cautious, it's just the reality of what could happen, is that these people having this much, they can make Bitcoin be whatever they want it to be, and it doesn't matter what we think it should be or what it initially was meant to be. And I guess the other side note of that, if that happens, it would be interesting if Satoshi's still around, if he came back and just sold all his wallets and sent it to zero.
I mean, being that.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I mean that's all possible. Like the future is live, playing out, and I bought Bitcoin too for for making profits in the volatility of it. So if I was to see that kind of happening, I definitely would just be looking at, like, I hate to say it, jeeting my Bitcoin and going into something else.
I'd be shorting. Let Satoshi's wallet come active, man. I'm clicking a market short as quick as I can.
I heard something like someone said that there was some sort of activity on it or something, not anything buying or selling, or just that it was accessed or something, but that's just something I heard in the space.
I think I remember hearing something similar back in the day. Not back in the day, but I mean, like, back probably like a few months ago, or it could have been a year ago for this one, or a couple of years. At this point, it all blends together. But there was a very logical explanation for it. I just can't recall exactly what it was.
I'll tell you this. I don't think Bitcoin. I mean, and I could be wrong because I'm not in the Bitcoin like ecosystem space very much. But I don't think that Bitcoin actually has like a burn mechanism of any type. So it's like things that, like, if you have an ordinal that's worth pretty much zero or something like that, like you can't burn it. Mind you, you would burn the Satoshi that it's inscribed on or whatever. But people would be like, I'm going to burn this, but that quote unquote act of burning is basically just sending it to Satoshi's wallet. Like, that's it. So there's who knows what on Satoshi's wallet. So like I don't know how often people actually send stuff to Satoshi's wallet, but I heard, in one space a long ass time ago that they're like, yeah, I basically burned them. And he's just like, I just sent it to Satoshi's wallet since it's whatever. So it's like the trash.sol wallet or something like that, where people, quote unquote, think they're trashing something, but I don't know.
My Solana wallet is the trash wallet for Solana. So if you don't want your Solana, just send it. I'll give you the address.
Sounds good.
Well, ESC, they used to have they still got it, but the Soul Incinerator on Solana, to where you could burn your rugged NFTs and get like 0.002 Soul or whatever it was. And so, like, for people that had a lot of NFTs from big rugs, man, there were some big collections that happened.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, to me, I don't know how they made money off that, but it's definitely cool.
So I don't necessarily know how Soul Incinerator made money off it. They probably charge a tiny fee for the transaction, but like whenever you put an NFT on chain on Solana, you pay rent for it. So that rent you can get back when the token's closed out, and you would close it out by burning it. So like that's where the money comes from.
Oh, I think that's a great thing, and I think that should be on all chains, and we should burn all the trash.
Well, and I'll tell you, NFTs used to be 0.01 Sol, and then I think it was Metaplex came up with their new, basically a compressed NFT. And so it put it down to like 0.002. Coins and tokens all were always 0.002. So anyways, like, you burn it and then you can get your rent back or whatever. So that's kind of how Soul Incinerator was.
Yeah, it was. I don't know how much I got, but it was nice when I dumped all those those NFTs in my wallet. And then also, like, when I launched the Soul Ads collection, and then just it was like, I got a ton of these, and obviously every NFT had failed at that point in time, but it was like, all right, I think I might have got a couple Soul back from that.
Yeah, I mean, every once in a while, every couple of months or something, I might go to I'll go to Soul Incinerator and clear everything out and get a little bit back. So, especially if you're like trenching and you have a bunch of meme coins or whatever, like, mind you, with your meme coins, always just set a sell order and then just hide them because you never know when they might actually come back up for whatever random reason.
That makes sense. Hoping I can block this guy out here. He might have rivered the nuts, but if he didn't river the nuts, I think he's got to fold most hands. Watching it patiently to see what he does. I'm expecting a fold. Oh, he re-raised me. Wow, he must have rivered the nuts. I'll fold to him. Nice hand, buddy. Well, let's hit one of these other topics here. So, what was the next topic? Oh, so DOT, they actually voted to finally cap their supply. What do you guys think about that? Is it bullish, or has DOT just missed their window of opportunity? For those that don't know, DOT was supposed to be the blockchain that connects all the other blockchains, and they were like one of the only ones back in 2020, 2021, but now it seems like there's other solutions. What do you guys think about that?
I'll let EAC take this one first, and have his chance to talk about the ag layer.
Yeah, for sure. So at this point, there's no competition to what's already been built by Polygon, the aggregated layer, the protocol that connects all blockchains seamlessly with ZK rollups on they're adding, the first person they're adding is their biggest competitor, Base. Their Base is dropping a token, so they say. And so, when you can't beat them, you join them. And that's what the Polygon's doing. Just connecting the dots already. So, dots, sorry, you missed the bus. Ag layer, it's beat you to it. Nothing, there's already ZK rollups. I don't know anything about dot, but I don't need to know anything to know that Polygon's on top, the leader of connecting the chains with the aggregated layer that's already built, and Base is the first one added. And it's just a matter of time. It just makes sense to have a zero knowledge roll up chain. It makes it easy, EVM compatible, but it's like EVM on Solana. It's whatever you want it to be though. Like if you love Solana and you just want to collect Solana, you want to get paid in Solana, you can tell you don't because that's the annoying thing right now, right? Guys, you don't want to deal with everything EVM. You just want to make it easy. You love collecting Solana. You just want to collect more Solana. But hey, you don't want to tell people not to pay you if they're EVM, if they're Ethereum maxis and all they do is Ethereum, they can send you Ethereum and you receive Solana, and you don't have to worry about anything Ethereum gas because you just set the gas to really be Solana. So it's just a way to collect money from all the people without having to know about their chains. You can be your chain maxi, Solana maxi, and I'm getting on board with you. It just makes it easier. Just collect Solana, but get payments in EVM or whatever. I don't want anything to do with, really, I don't really want to learn about SUI. I don't want to learn about, what's that other one, but I don't want to tell anyone, hey, don't pay me because you don't know how to get on Solana. Just send me whatever you have, and the egg layer will convert it to Solana. So, I don't think there's anyone in this room that would disagree that that's a great thing, and can't wait to have set up where you can just set your settings to Solana and forget.
No, it'll make things a lot easier. I'm curious how execution goes down with it.
Well,
yeah, that's the thing.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
It's built. They're adding Base. They've added a bunch of chains, but they haven't added the major chains yet. So, it's we'll see. Exactly how you said. It's being built. It's a couple of years away before we stop talking about chains. like that, and before it's like truly like the egg layer is fully functional, operational with all the chains added. But I mean, 2 years isn't that far.
I'll say this. I think Polkadot. I obviously did drop the ball in that regard. I think when they were first talking about it, nobody really cared. So maybe that might have been one of the bigger issues. And now that the space has matured a bit in terms of like, you know, people wanting to be able to go from one chain to the next, like they're like, okay, well, it's already there. And, you know, to EAC's credit, Ag Layer's been around for, you know, I don't know how long EAC does, and so I'll just say Ag Layer's been around as long as I have heard about it from EAC, which has been a couple months. But there's nothing wrong with competition. Like I wouldn't want to sit there and say, yeah, don't even waste your time, Polkadot, but or Dot. Just you know, I think it's one of those deals. Like it could be one. It could be, you know, the two chains could essentially push each other to make that type of thing better. Like there's always room. If like, I guess it's one of those deals. Like we all use Radium to like Radium has its own like liquidity pools, but so does Orca, so does Meteora, and it's like everybody has their own opinion on each one and likes to use each one. And I think like Meteora has like taken liquidity pools and made them better. And so it's one of those deals, like if you have competition, you're making things better as you go. Like that's how innovation, in my opinion, one of the ways it's done is just you have two competitors going, I'm making this better. Oh wait, what if we did this? Now time to make it better. Oh wait, we're gonna do this, making it better again and again and again. It's just I don't want it to be one of those things where it's like just gets stagnant in that regard. So it's like, yeah, just get after it, make it good, and we'll see what happens. You know.
So here's the like difference is probably with Polkadot. Like Polkadot's its own chain, and then with Paw Chain, they're already kind of saying that they're gonna like it's all together on the chains. They're their own chain. The Ag Layer is not it's not a blockchain. It's a decentralized protocol layer that connects all blockchains that builders can build on, no matter what blockchain they're on, and they just need a ZK rollup. So it's not a competitor in the sense like it's the highway. It's not the truck driving to the highway. They're basically giving the highway for everyone to build on, or I don't know if that's the best analogy. Let me work on that, but it's just different. It's not a centralized blockchain. It's a decentralized layer that Polygon put out there for everyone to be able to build on. So as a builder, you build an app that works on Ag Layer, the decentralized layer. You're essentially building an app that works on all chains. And but when you're a blockchain and you build an app that works on that blockchain, well, you're just building an app that just works on that blockchain. So that's why a builder would obviously choose, if I'm going to build an app, why wouldn't I build an app that works for all blockchains? And that's better for the space. And it's decentralized. No matter what blockchains connect to it and use it, I know that that's the most traction that my app's going to get, no matter what blockchain is doing well for whatever reason.
It makes sense. I honestly think that Polygon might be ahead of Dot here, so that's why I think it's an interesting conversation.
That's where kind of really Polygon like wins. Like they say, Dot can connect to the Ag Layer. Like they're not trying to win by making sure competition fails. They just said it's basically, here's the Ag Layer. It's open for everyone to build on it. Even Polygon's competition, and their biggest competitor is the first person they're adding to it. So that's the winning mindset, is like where instead of building just for your blockchain, they're building for the entire Web3, no matter what blockchain.
No, I get it. I can see it. Well, guys, let's talk. I'm gonna fold this in here. Let's talk about this next topic. It's Monero. You know, one of probably my favorite privacy coin. They've been under an attack by Cubic Coin, to where Cubic they hijacked the majority of the hash rate. They had a 51% hash control, and they were able to do something that made it to where Monero had to do a reorg after 18 blocks. So there were people that they swapped Monero for stuff and didn't get what they were supposed to get. So I think that's pretty big. And, you know, I haven't seen anybody really talking about it, but what do you guys think, man? Do we need better privacy options in crypto?
Well, I have yet to use a privacy token at all. So if it can be messed around with that easily, and I guess it's that easy, then yeah, we would need a better option. And now I'll sit there and say again, I'll say this: it's not like once you see it and it's like, okay, well, what happened? What went wrong? And they figure it out, then they're just like, oh, well, we just do this to fix it. You know, again, it just comes down to, you know, things happen, things break down or whatever, and it's just like, okay, now we need to fix this. Okay, now we need to fix this. And it's one of those deals, like if it's one of those things where they're just like, well, this broke, it's good now though, don't worry about it. You know, like I'm gonna worry about it because it's gonna break. Like they're just like, well, did you fix anything? Well, not really. Like you can still do it, but you know, we're more aware of it now or something. And I would be super concerned because it's just like you didn't really fix anything, and here we are. We're gonna have to. It's gonna happen again. It's only a matter of time. So it's like when you and Clutch were talking about that Star Atlas. Like Star Atlas is still a big thing in Solana, but it's like they lost all their money or something to that effect. But then they didn't change like their financial person, and so it's just like, well, you know, like you guys got to fix this. Like this isn't something that's not gonna magically not ever happen again. You know, so I don't know. I mean, do we need more? Yes, because like I said before, competition is good, but also they need to fix their stuff.
No, for sure. And to be real, it's something that can't be fixed. It's just a flaw, but a feature of blockchain. If somebody can get enough hash power, they can take control of stuff, right? So if I'm gonna bet 12 here. You know, so the reason that it's more expensive, the reason that Bitcoin has the same vulnerability, but the thing is, Bitcoin's so expensive that to get that kind of hash rate, it would cost you like so much money you could buy, you know, like Apple stock for cash. But Monero, since it's a lower market cap, it doesn't cost nearly as much money, so it's much more vulnerable. So it's just one of those things that they're going to have a hard time fixing.
Gotcha. Yeah. Then yeah, we'll definitely need more options at that point. But then those options better be like, oh, this is what happened to Monero. Let's not let this happen to us, type of thing. Like,
Yeah,
what's the solution at that point?
Yeah, that's kind of the hard point. Maybe proof of stake. It might be less vulnerable for a privacy coin. I don't know. That's something I might have to research myself. But yeah, that is a good question. Is what is the solution for this stuff?
I think that a privacy coin is definitely needed for the reason that if crypto is going to replace cash, cash is private, right? Like when you have cash in your hand, that's private what you do with it. And so for you don't want cash. If crypto is to replace cash, you got to have that privacy too. There was big hype about, and Clutch always likes to make fun of them, Cardano and Midnight and their like privacy token, which I saw a lot of hype for and for this airdrop, and then it's kind of I stopped hearing about it. But I don't mind like that the blockchain is fully transparent online, but I think as we get into it, like you don't with people with when they have tons of money, you don't like want criminals to know how much money people have because then they'll become targets. So that's where kind of I guess privacy is needed.
No, that's a fair point. Or even like in payroll situations, right? Not everybody needs to know what everybody else gets paid. So you'd like to be able to send out batches without everybody else seeing exactly what's going to who.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, that's just the kind of nature of it, that stuff has to be private.
Isn't I think there was one called Zephyr Protocol. Wasn't that a privacy token, or isn't that a privacy token?
Yeah, I forgot about Zeph. I don't know what actually happened with that. I mean, I know we got in early actually and made some money trading it, but yeah, I don't know exactly what happened with Zeph.
I think I'm still in their Discord, so I'll have to look and see if there's anything, if it's still alive, because it was, dude, we did get in early, and it was like, it went on an epic run, like in the middle of the bear too, no less. That was the crazy thing. Like timing. It was like, Clutch was talking about it. I would say single digits. I don't know exactly when, and then like $5 or maybe even cheaper, and it ran to like 50 or something ridiculous. So yeah, I mean, it took a while to go to 50, but it still went all the way to 50. I'm pretty sure, and now it's obviously back down. But yeah, I'll have to look into it.
Yeah, that was a good one. That we scalped that a bunch and made some good money trading that one. Anybody else got any? Oh, I guess we just got the three of us and Clutch on. So, any other thoughts on Monero, guys?
Be careful buying Monero, I guess, at this point.
That is the alpha on Monero. Be careful right now. Let's talk this last topic, and then we'll talk about what you guys are cooking. That was the last topic. So USDT Tether is I'm gonna check. I don't want to get in a crazy battle with this guy here, but USDT Tether is launching their I'm gonna bet 3% or 30%, but they're launching their own stablecoin USAT that is going to be United States compliant. What do you guys think about that?
They're front running what I already saw coming from Donald Trump and the rest of the United States government, that they're wanting to get into the game late and be the only stable coin. So they're going to say that to have a stable coin, you must be a government. They're starting to say, you said that would be super hard to do. So how do they do that? They make all the rules that you have to be compliant. So Tether is trying to front run the front run.
Front run the front run. Sometimes you got to front run the front run. No, it makes sense. And what do you think, Hermit? What do you think about it?
I mean, I'll defer to EAC on that one, like, because that does seem like what they're doing. Why like you're a stable coin? Why launch a stable coin on another stable coin? And it's just like, to me, it would be easier to just, lobby our wonderful politicians, and I say wonderful with a ton of sarcasm, to pass some sort of law that makes USDT US compliant or whatever. Instead, they're just like, well, we'll just launch another one or something to that. Like, it's just like, to me, it's just redundant. Like, you're already a US stable coin, like a stable coin that's based on the US dollar. So let's launch another US dollar stable coin. Like, it just doesn't make sense. But hey, more power to them, I guess. Like, there's better ways to spend your time, in my opinion.
I guess, I mean, like, if they're preparing for the US coming after them to shut down USDT, which they're already making it super difficult to get USDT. Like, you can't buy it on Coinbase. So what do you do in that situation if someone's trying to shut you down? You just create another one saying, hey, you can't shut this one down because you let everyone else do it under rules. So we're doing it under rules. And so go ahead and shut down USDT because we already got another one. Like, it's like a backup.
Gotcha. So, I mean, that makes sense. If they're just backing up their stuff, then so be it. Like, this is the whole thing. Everybody wanted the regulations, quote unquote. And I'm like, man, regulations, like, they're saying that makes everything clear. I was like, nah, to me, it's just making everything, like, muddies up the waters at this point. But again, I could be wrong. Like, I am special.
Well, no, like, but the thing is, they've been slacking on setting regulations because they're like, there's probably not enough money for them to care. But now that there's enough money for them to care, they're going to make regulations that best suit them. And if they're coming late to the game, they're just going to make regulations that change the game. That's what governments do.
That's just
and the leading government right now, Donald Trump, is definitely what he does. Like, you can't deny that guy he makes his own game. He makes his own rules. And the guy's the leader of one of, like, the biggest country of the world. And how do you argue with that? He just makes the rules up. And he's launched his own stablecoin, USD 1. So you better believe, like, that guy is going to try to make sure that USD 1 is number one. And what do you have to do that? You shut down USDT.
Yeah, that's some real stuff for real, and I wouldn't put it past Trump at all doing that.
He's not just setting himself up, like, for his lifetime. He's setting up the Republicans for, like, eternity.
Okay, can you get back? Yes, man. Gonna check here, see if I can get a check raised in on his ass. Gonna check one more time, see if I can get a check raised in on his ass. No, I'm just gonna check call him. But yeah, I think that's really how you do it. How you put them out of business and just seize the opportunity truly if you're Trump. So guys, what you guys got cooking? What you working on? What updates we got? EAC, man, what's up? Tell the viewers what updates you got for them.
Yeah, for sure, bro. So for EAC, cooking up some NFTs, got a collab collection with MKU3 that we're cooking up. The artist going to be releasing some proofs for that, so look for that coming soon. No dates on that, but it's something that's going to be, like, it's going to be special. So definitely, save some of your crypto for that on Solana. Then EAC is going to be dropping to an NFT collection. We're going to be get back into it because we make these fun collections that are like, it's the whole minting of them is like a lottery. So we mint it out, and the mint price goes back to the people that mint in the form of prizes. So when you're minting NFTs, you could spend $2 on an NFT that could win you $100 on, and you get paid out once it gets minted out. So that's been a super fun thing that we used to do, and we're going to get back into it. As far as Get P, I'm here live streaming, showing up every day. It's a way to support me, and I support those who support me. So Get P, if you get 1%, you become a partner. I promote your project. I throw an ad up when I'm streaming video, and I'll create those ads for you, or an image. I can give you consulting. I can help you out however you need it. But 1% is only $150 right now. And today, if you're someone that I know, someone that's like a builder, and we're already like doing work together, streaming together or whatever, if you hold 1% of Get P, I'll hold $150 worth of your token. So it's dollar for dollar, and we'll just hold each other's projects and push forward. So Get P, it's a steady climbing up. It's ticking along. I'm okay with that, because we're just building up the floor of like people that really like truly believe, like the true diamond handers who are like going to push this project all the way to bond. The plan is, once I bond, that and OpenSea launches Solana NFTs, that I'll pay the OpenSea fee. I'll build a collection for Get P, and I'll drop. I'll be blue checked on OpenSea with a legit collection that gets advertised. But the thing that's really going to set us apart is that Get P, the token that's going to be bonded, will be paired with that NFT collection. So on OpenSea, you can see the collections that are paired with NFTs right now on Solana. There's only 3 of them. There's Troll, there's Pengu, and there's one other one. I forget. But to get P on that list, once the Solana NFTs drop, well, that's just free advertising on a short list. So that's going to send Get P even higher. So that's a reason to buy in now, when you know my master plan and you know that I can easily execute that. It's affordable. I build NFT collections easily, and I'm a graphic designer and I'm a builder. So, get a bag of Get P, get that 1%. If you can't get 1%, just get any amount. Buy it, write it up, sell it. Gives other people opportunities to buy back in when people sell. And that's what gets creator rewards. I'm putting all the creator rewards back into Get P. So I'm looking at it right now. It's like $459. I'm at some point going to claim that, and I'll just do a buy of Get P. All the Get P I buy is just forever locked in the wallet. I don't really care about the money. What I care about is getting this Get P token to the bond, and building up the community and of people that believe in me, and having you guys be able to take profits, because we're still early. Like, this isn't like a 1-month project or a 1-year project. Like, I'm here multi-cycle until I die. So all I'll have to do together, and I'm not going to stop, because I pump your bag no matter what. I just pull up and pump your bag, because I'm pushing Get P to bond, and I'm keeping this forever. Like, this is Get P is my forever token, like my legacy. So shout out to Pump for making me finally like pull the trigger, come to Solana, because there's no other platform where you could just come on and make $459 in 5 days. But like I said, the money's all going back to the token, because what I really want is the bonded token. Like, it's a beautiful contract that Pump gives you. It's got every like thing checked. I like the tokenomics. It's what people are kind of used to, the tokenomics that they have. And I'm just bullish on the whole platform, really. Like, in the 3 days that they've allowed streaming, there's the quality of the streams and the people that are coming on. There's barely any people watching me right now, because they're all watching these other quality streams. But I know that the more quality people will come over, and that'll bring more people, more money. And like I said, like, I'm building something here long term, and you can be a part of it. So Get P, hope that that was a pretty long show there, but I hope that you got something out of it and you're thinking about getting a bag today.
Thinking about getting the bag. What's up to Grush? He said, hey, mates. He said he's already got his bag, so get some P, baby. No, good stuff, EAC, man. It's cool to watch you just continually grow and do dynamic things, just experiment and learn what works and then hone it in. So, yeah, man.
Well, shout out to you too, bro, because you really like. I was like that one day. I'm like, nah, like I can't really like do it, but you really encouraged me to do it, and I'm glad that I did, and I'm glad that I'm aside you building here, bro, and I feed off you, and I hope you feed off me, and let's keep pushing together.
Oh, I do, man. Like you've changed my outlook on Polygon in general, right? Like I've gone from like, nah, I don't think Polygon is going to be a thing to where if the delivery of ag layer is what I understand it to be and the way you explain it, then yeah, that's going to be super bullish for Polygon. But like, I'm still not ready to ape into Polygon just because like I'd rather catch the early part of the price action. It maybe not be the first one there, but be there before the masses. And so like when I'm convinced that we're about at that point, then I'm gonna be like, yeah, somebody knows that it is what we think it is. So it's time to go ahead and start getting down with it.
Yeah. So update on that too. Like,
what's up, Prophet Maxi? Thanks for repost.
Yeah. So all good. So, Coinbase is doing the conversion from Matic to Pol. So that's going to be a big liquidity increase. That's going to happen. I forget the exact dates, but it's like next month, I think. That'll be finally all completed. And yeah, Pol is like 26 cents right now. I do expect it to go up after that, but you're probably right. But just to like add to that, I mean, you're playing CoinPoker on Polygon. Poly markets, you can't deny that they're the leading prediction market, especially that they're paired with X. So I missed the stream, I think, but RWA, like I definitely want to get in on that conversation.
Oh, it starts tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Because that's definitely something that I've always been bullish on and I want to get into, but I just kind of, want to pair the brand, whether it's GetP or EAC, with people that are already producing RWA, and I have connections there. But I was just to get back to point, Polygon is one of the top leaders of RWA with Courtyard.io and everything else that they have that people like. It's just it makes sense to build on Polygon because it's low gas EVM. That's decentralized, and that's probably why CoinPoker did it. And so even though they're not like the leaders of meme coins, which is definitely Solana, the mind share is Solana, they definitely have a lot of other things cooking in the background as far as like utility, long-term sustainability, and even with the egg layer, just connecting every other blockchain that does it better, whatever they're doing better, then the egg layer just connects them all together. So that's bullish for Polygon.
Bullish for sure. Hermit, what you got cooking, man? Any updates for everybody?
No, not really. I'm not gonna lie. Just did a little bit of bag of Optimus, and we're trying to work on something. The issue is communication between one of the people and the people we're trying to talk to about something. Now, when it happens, I'm not going to sit there and say, "Oh yeah, this is definitely going to launch this token into, into the stratosphere or anything." But yeah, I mean, it'll be something, and hopefully get at least the wheels turning a little bit. So that's kind of where we're at this point, and we'll go from there.
That's cool, man. I was just curious. We gonna get you on the pump streams anytime soon?
I think so. I'm just gonna have to figure all that out. I mean, because I'm pretty much working constantly. So we'll see. We'll see. Like I threw it out there, and obviously it's a good idea to just start doing it, regardless. And then it'd probably be more of got to try to do it like more in the morning or something to that effect. I don't know how, if I'm capable of doing a stream on my phone or anything like that. But you know me and doxing myself, and I'm not a fan of it. But we'll see what happens.
For sure. Hey, you can get on there and not turn your camera on too, just like you do on here. I mean, essentially, you can run it all through StreamYard for real.
Yeah, like you could be restreaming this right now. Yeah, and you could be throwing up like your screen share and showing people stuff without having to show them your face. And I think like Groctimus is definitely bonded, right? So it's like, yeah, it's definitely worth building something with it.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, I think like I haven't put a ton of thought into it. Like it's just more of a, trying to put something out there that's worthwhile and making everybody want to actually get it. Now, obviously, it'll be an experiment at this point, but yeah, I'll figure it out here and throw some ideas out there.
I'm still bullish on you, Hermit. And to be real, all it truly takes is that Elon tweet, like we saw a Rage token. Elon tweeted Rage, and then Rage went on a sin. So, like, Elon says Groctimus, the sin that it goes on will be insane.
Well, I just want to actually, throw this out there again for everybody. It's like I am not like the leader of any type on this. I'm a holder. So anything I do is for my own bags, and everybody else is who's actually holding it. But yeah, it's one of those deals where the second Elon tweets Groctimus, like Groctimus is alive or something to that effect, it's the second it takes off. So that's what we're working on.
That's what's up, man. Well, guys, everybody knows what I'm working on. I'm working on running up my CoinPoker bankroll. I'm working on dope token. I think everybody should grab a bag of dope. I got an announcement coming that's going to come tonight or tomorrow morning about the 1%er club. So if you don't got 1% of dope, go there and grab 1% of dope while it's cheap. It's only like $110, so somewhere around that range right now. There's going to be a lot of value in holding 1% of dope if you're a project or if you're an individual. So I suggest everybody grab a bag of dope, preferably 1%, preferably like 3%, right? Because I encourage you to buy and sell your dope. So you want 1% so you can take advantage of the 1%er club I'm putting together. And then you probably want another couple percent so you can play the chart. That's just how I play it, right? If you got $300 liquid right now, it's probably a good time to spend it on some dope. I'm gonna be real with you. So that's what I'm cooking, guys. And then also obviously I'm here playing at CoinPoker. Get over there, guys. Create an account. Use the link in my profile. I'm gonna call this guy. Okay. I got the flush here. We'll see what he does. But okay, he's gonna fire. I'm gonna peel one here. This guy got the flush too. Does this guy really have the flush too? Wow. So he opened with a raise. Bet. He could be firing a straight. Afraid. Ugh, 4 ways. Does he really have the bigger flush? I'm not gonna get anyone chance to steal it. I'm gonna pay him off if he's got the bigger flush. Oh, he had the bigger flush. All right, he got me there. But yeah, guys, grab your 1% of dope. Hash says Groctimus is the future. Grush says dope is kind of dope stacked up. And we finally got Slayer to buy his 1%. Yep, the Gold Rush project is on the 1% of dope, baby. Okay, this is a 9. I might be able to get paid on this one, baby. He's gonna check. I'm gonna bet pot. But yeah, guys, that's what I got. I'm gonna play a few more minutes of poker here. The floor is open for any of you guys if you want to say anything. I'm gonna try to crush this dude to my right a little bit before I wrap up the stream. But yeah, guys, well, floor's open. Otherwise, I'll just put on some background music and grind this poker table.
Yeah, bro. Good luck. I'm gonna bounce out here, take a little break. Love streaming with you, bro. Looking forward to getting more people in here. Looking forward to Clutch's space tomorrow morning. And if I don't see you tomorrow, like tonight, I'll see you tomorrow morning, bro.
Yeah, we'll have the RWA episode tomorrow morning too. Before we'll have it at 9 a.m. Eastern.
Oh, like before? That's before Clutch's space, or?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. I don't know if I can make that because that's kind of like my start to my day. So got a lot going on there, but I'll see what I can do. At least try to get in and restream it for sure.
Yeah, pop in if you can. No pressure. We just wanted to hit that morning slot, and I think it's a good slot for RWAs. So, if a lot of people are having a hard time making it, we'll mix it up.
Yeah, I mean, I do wake up early, so like it might work out. But yeah, so don't schedule around me, but I'll see what I can do, and I'll let you know.
For sure.
Later, bro.
Later, homie. I'm gonna fold. Man, got destroyed these past few minutes here. It is early. Are you guys not liking the true morning show? I was trying to prep them for you, Hash. I'll play one more time around the table. I set up at the quiet time. We're supposed to get up earlier. That's usually my quiet time too, for real. But it just felt like a good time to kick it off. Dude, we are taking over the sound waves 24/7. I that's why I was thinking that time was good, because we start there, then we got your show for 2 hours, Hash Elevation. Then we got Coming in Clutch / Trade Talk after that. We got the stream after that. Then we're open for a couple hours, but then a couple days a week we've got Motivate You with Massimo and Evo, and then we've got the MKU 3000 space and / Tempo, digging deep pretty much every night too. So Yeah, man, you know, we're pretty much dominating it. One more time around the table, guys. Rush is also looking for a good weekly space at the moment. Not that easy with Pat Money, but get with us, bro. Maybe we can get you on the roster somewhere. Oh, that's good. We're not swinging. Morning hours, I just think are great for the type of audience we're trying to bring in. With that being said, I think we do need to get some degen hour spaces, so it has to be the right type of content. In my opinion, RWAs aren't really degen hour content. That we need to check when Slayer has time for it. For me, it's also a bit hard. It's already midnight there. Yeah, that's yeah. We got to find a good slot for your time zone though. That could actually be big for that to get us involved on that side of the road a little better. I could very easily turn into a $17 bet. One of my kings probably aren't good here. Somebody's got a 10. Rush said, I think I gotta move to the US. We'll get you a passport, baby. We'll launch a ticker for it. We'll put the creator fees towards getting you a passport. We only got 2 more hands here. I'm gonna straddle my last 10. That means I'm gonna put out a blind bet and make the pot a little bit bigger. I'm telling you, Rush, anything is possible for creator coin. King 2, Queen 5. I'd rather it be an ace. This could turn into a big last hand, who knows? That might be the guy with aces right there. Caught him for the small blind. He's begging for it. Rush said, don't know if I would get one. I own a lot of property here. Don't know if they would take me without getting a job. Yeah, you probably have to have a job for sure. But I mean, Web3, you're getting paid, baby. 2s and 5s. On the guy that raised out of position. Really? I'm gonna fold. I mean, I want to see how this game plays out. Okay. Well, that's it for me today, guys. I'm wrapping this one up. I had a fun stream, man. Thank you, Hermit. Thank you, Clark. Thank you, EAC. Thank you, Timbo. Thank you, all the viewers, for coming to hang. Thank you guys for hitting the comments, engaging, all that good stuff. We will see you later, man. We'll be back tomorrow with a bunch of episodes. Just see me on some stations, maybe in some streams later tonight. Peace out, guys.
Peace out.